This is the question asked in today's skillrack daily challenge. So in the first line of our input, we will be given a string and then an integer k. So here the given input string contains two words. So the first word is tiger and the second word is spider. So now our task is to shift the characters of this word by k times. So the value of k is equal to 5. So for every word we have to shift each and every character for 5 times. So first let us take the string tiger. So now we have to take each and every character and shift for 5 times. So here when we shift the character t for 5 times, so after 5 rotations it will again come back to the same position because the length of the string tiger is also 5. So when we rotate each and every character, so when we rotate I, G, E, R, so after 5 rotations all the character will come back to the same position from which they have started. So the first word will remain as such. And now we are going to take the second word. So the second word is spider. Here the length of the word spider is 6. So we have to rotate each and every character for 5 times because k is equal to 5. So what happens is the character s will alone move to the last. So this is how the string will be modified. Now we have to compare each and every word with the given input word. So the input, so the first word is tiger and after modifying also it is tiger. So both the words are equal. So we have to increment count. But the second word is spider, but after modifying it has become PIDERS. So both are not equal. So out of two words only one word is equal. So in our output first we are printing 1 and then we are printing the modified words. So this is our task. So now let us see how to write a C program for this. So first I am creating two character arrays named str and temp. So the size of the character array str is 100. So in this character array we can store up to 100 words and the length of each and word can be up to 101. And the temp is also of same size. And now I am creating two more integer variables k and len. So initially I am setting len is equal to 0. So now we don't know how many words will be given as input. So we are going to use a while loop and we are going to accept the input words. So here I am creating a while loop and I am putting the scanf statement inside the while loop. So what happens is in every iteration we will accept a word and we will store it into str. So in the first iteration we will store into the len. So in next iteration we should move to the next index. So I am incrementing the value of len in every iteration of this while loop. And also the scanf statement returns 1 whenever an input is received. So when it has completed accepting all the input, it will return 0 and it will stop this while loop. So this is how we will be accepting our input. And also I am storing a copy of the input into temp. So before incrementing len, I am storing str of len into temp of len. So finally after the execution of this while loop, we would have accepted our input. But here the problem is the integer k will also be accepted and it will be converted into a character array. So we have to obtain the integer k from str. So k was given lastly. So the last character array will be the integer k. So using attay function, we are going to convert the last character array into an integer. So the last character array will be present at index len -1 and using attay we are going to convert it into an integer and we are going to store it into k. Since one character array is an integer, now the length will be decreased. So I am executing len -. So now we have our integer k and we know we have accepted our input string. So now we have to rotate each and every word. So before that I am creating another integer variable named count and I am setting it to 0 and then I am creating a loop that iterates from 0 to len. So in every iteration we are going to rotate the word str of I for k number of times. So we are going to perform it using this function named rotate. So after rotating we have to compare str of I and temp of I. So even after rotating, if both the words are same, then we have to increment the count, else we not increment the count. So finally after the execution of this while loop, we would have rotated all the strings and we would have counted. So finally we have to print the count and we have to print the modified words. So now let us see how we have to define this function named rotate in order to rotate the string as per the conditions given in the question. So this is the function rotate. It is of return type void and in the arguments it accepts a character array str and the integer k. So here in order to rotate, what we will be doing is first we will take the last character and we will store it separately in temp and then we will right shift all the remaining characters by one position. So when we take the last character and right shift the remaining characters by one position, a new hole will be emerged in the beginning. So we will be filling that last character into the first. So this is one rotation. So we have to do it for k number of times. So in order to perform this, first I am creating a loop that iterates for k number of times, and in every iteration of this loop we are going to perform the action. So first we are going to take the last character. So the last character will be present at index len -1. So I am storing it in temp. So now we have to right shift all the remaining characters by one position. So I am creating a j loop. So this j loop will right shift all the remaining characters towards right by one position. So in every iteration we can see that I am setting str of j is equal to str of j -1. The current character is replaced by the previous character. So the characters are right shifting. So when we perform this, a hole will be emerged in the beginning. So we have to set the last character in the beginning. So I am setting str of 0 is equal to temp. So this is one shift. Since we have to do it for k number of times, I am just putting it inside a loop for k times. So this is how we have to define the rotate function. So this is the logic to solve today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.